Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the YouTube account. We have 23,000 diamonds. So over the last week, we have a considerable amount that we've actually been saving in there. We have some stones, we have some chests. We have voted and we're gonna actually be building out the brand new Mauler hero. Now the difference between these two guys is, honestly, she is used within the Mauler Tower, which works exceptionally well. Sonya does work in the Lightbearer Tower, again, exceptionally well. The big thing is that we are seeing Anasta that is coming into the Cursed Realm, where we are seeing Sonya not coming into the Cursed Realm really whatsoever. So that is kind of the reason why I was kind of torn between building both of those, but figuring out who we're going to build first. We are still building up Audrey at this point. We have her at Mythic Plus. I believe we need a couple more copies, 3 more copies, and she will be all the way maxed out. We're also building out Awakened Thane, which of course is going to help with an incredible amount when it comes to Lightbearer Tower. Got the auto battle going on. Yes, the rift is up, guys. Auto battle, absolutely. Thank you guys for joining me for the late night Sunday stream. What's going on? We got Dark Blaine, Tragic is here, Woodalon Gaming, Lazarus as well. A lot of players in here today, which is very cool to see. As we know, guys, the Temporal Rift is up. It is the brand new version. This one you can run auto. If you've seen the Grand Hunt that I actually had up on the test server, I unlocked it this morning. We did the video on it this morning. Very cool aspect of it. The Grand Hunt will be up, I think it's about 2 weeks from release. So right now it is closed. Even when we hit level 5, it will be closed for a little bit. But there is a lot of stuff going around right now, guys. Treasure Scramble is up. We are ranked number 2 or 2%. Big thing with this, guys, is we're looking for essence. We are farming hero essence out of here. So every single day we are getting a considerable amount of hero essence. You can see we have quite a bit right there, but we want to get to the point of pole coins, but engraving mats. So if I can get to this very last one, or even the one under to get some elemental, either shards or cores, absolutely. You can see, guys, Treasure Scramble. And I'm kind of torn because I know they do have, it ends in 6 days. It seems like there might only be 1 or 2 days of loot that you're getting at a higher level, which I don't like. I think the seasons might have to run a little bit longer, but we're going to have to see exactly what comes out with the Treasure Scramble. Yes, Temporal Rift, guys, the rewards are in there are exceptional. When it comes to building out your heroes in here, guys, the rewards in here for the floors that you have, push this, guys. Every 7 days, you get all of your battle remaining refreshes. Make sure you're doing this every single day. That way you'll have your 7 days in here, because every day, guys, you are getting stronger in here. You're getting more resources out of this fountain of time. You're making more levels. You're making progression in the Temporal Rift. You have 90 days, guys. You have 90 days to make a ton of progression in there. Yeah, but it's the trial version. So the trial version would only be replaced Hyatt by a stronger version because of the fact that you would have them built with the artifact. Trial version, of course, does not come with the artifact. The trial version comes with nothing over here. So if I had her max out just like you see her right here, with the artifact, she would absolutely give it a pretty strong power boost when you do throw the artifact in there. I know within the Cursed Realm, we don't have the artifacts, but I see her having a lot of viability. And I said the difference for me, guys, is one, we're building Awakened Thane. He crushes the Lightbearer Tower. It is absolutely crazy how bad how good he is within the Lightbearer Tower. Absolutely a priority to build. Then, of course, with the Mauler Tower, we got the trial version. We went up 20 floors, guys. We went up 20 floors to 594 right there with the trial version, which again was very, very cool to see. What's going on, Carol? Finally able to join the stream. What's going on, Daniel? And Arlen is here as well as Flips. Thank you guys for joining us. Valorious Trial was in the Cursed Realm too. Yeah, very true. I'm 250 in the Scramble, sometimes 20, Region 4. I'm top 18. Very nice, Dark Lucifer. My win percentage are way lower than the first Scramble. Yes, Limesteed, I'm thinking the exact same thing. My Treasure Scramble percentages are much, much lower. As you can see right here, all 3 of these teams were 90 plus. I don't know, again, if that has a really big effect with the PvP aspect or if they changed some other things within the Scramble. But these were the teams that were yielding 90+%. Over on the test server, you can see right here, guys, even this last team, that's kind of horrible. I'm not sure. Again, a lot of players are saying that the percentages are coming in a lot lower than what we did see before. I can get top 4 to 6% in the treasure scramble. Yeah, Equilibrium's Rift. We've been working on that, but we have to finish out the Misty Valley, guys. I absolutely want to get in here. I want to finish this out. The next part of it did unlock, meaning we have 10 more floors, and now we can finally, finishing out 41, get all of our loot. And of course, we don't have Anastan here, so we are going to pick up another copy of Sonya out of here within the Misty Valley, guys. Incredible. Absolutely incredible resources in here. It's crazy how good they are. We got Light Bearers, achieve victory in 20 seconds. We're going to put an Irons in there and then go with our regular Light Bearer heroes. Then we'll go with Hendrik. I did build out Lucius. So Lucius has been showing very well within the temple. So a lot of players have been running in within the Temple of Time, and it's been working incredibly well. Within the Temple Rift, it has been working incredibly well. So I put them in there. We'll build them out. It's been so fun. Yeah, absolutely, it's been fun. What resources are planning to use on Anasa? Hopefully some resources we can get Hyatt. I know we literally have a line of heroes that we're looking to build right now. I feel like it's like a parking lot of heroes that we're looking to build just because we have so many of them. I need a lot more resources. And out of here, guys, we get a lot. We get a lot more out of here. We'll get a ton out of the Temple Rift as we continue to build them. Oh, we need Maulers in there. I thought it said Wilders for some reason. It's been a long day. We actually had a graduation party earlier. That was the reason we couldn't do the live stream earlier. Actually had some functions to go to. Still confused with the Temple Rift. I'm still confused about how everything works. Toxic, what questions do you have about the Rift? Let me know. I'm ranked 85 in Treasure Scramble, but when I get to 6 teams, I'll probably be way lower. Yeah, I don't know at what point it kind of, a lot of players drop out of there, I guess. This says Leica and Kaz. Kaz is only level 1, but that's okay. Have I done the summons? No, Nico. I was going to do the summons right after this. That way we can pick up a couple more resources out of here and get all of the stones out of here to continue. Then I want to gain some levels. I actually saved quite a bit of the essence that I had. I've just been stockpiling it for probably 2 or 3 days now. But remember, guys, we still have been power leveling. We have absolutely been power leveling like crazy. What's going on, Motez? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're going to wait, Nico, to do the summons for a couple. Yep, doing the Misty first. There we go, guys. 3 more doors unlocked. In places like this, guys, again, the resources that you get out of here are phenomenal. You know, they made engraving very, very time consuming. I feel like now they kind of, between the Rift, between the Treasure Scramble, between the Misty Valley, even between the Voyages of Wonder, I feel like they've nerfed quite a bit of it. I feel like there has been a decent amount of content that they've just kind of nerfed. I would say overall that's the way that I kind of see it. Making it much, much easier to finish out stages, which I like. I think it's pretty cool. And Audrey, I absolutely want to build Audrey out. She has been doing phenomenal. I'm pretty impressed. Even within the Curse Realm, guys, having her at that Mythic Plus, she has been doing well. She's been doing very, very well, which again is pretty impressive with her, where I have her built, and again, how she is performing. It's working pretty well. What is the max amount of elite stones you can get? It is 66. 66 is still the cap, Arlen, for the elite hero stones. That's where it will stop, and then your stones will start going to the mailbox. You won't be able to get any more. It's about leveling up and the heroes that work better than others there, and also about equipment. Reading each one is too much. So Toxic, the beginning of it is pretty easy. Look for the relics that provide you a lot more stats. Honestly, when you're in the beginning of the Temple Rift, A lot of it is about the stats. It's a very, very easy way to do it. Level up, probably even, I pushed through 100+ floors on the test server as free to play. Easily I went through 100 floors, guys, and that is 100 floors of loot in there, which is kind of crazy. Again, Toxic, focus on 3 trees. We do the tanking tree, we do the mage tree, we do the support tree. The warrior and the ranger, I do not build in there. Last time I got floor 300+, just building those 3 up. So this one we need, I think I borrowed, yep, so there she is. And then I needed, what was the other one? I think it was Morrow. I think the second one was Morrow. Borrowed specific heroes, borrowed Valoris right here. Again, specifically for this, because I don't have a copy of her, to make sure that we can finish out all of our gold trials. Because again, maximizing the loot in here is what it's all about. This one, was it Maulers? Yep. Just thinking it was Maulers, and then I second guessed myself for a minute. But we'll go ahead and throw some in here. If you guys seen the thumbnail, guys, no days off. It is really something that, if you know what it is, it's really in life and within AFK Arena. It is a cumulative effort of continued progression within this game. If you miss it a day, if you miss it a couple days, it can be pretty detrimental to getting some of the things done in here, honestly. So no tank, no support. So we'll go ranger, mage, take out a tank. We have a warrior. That's the reason for the thumbnail. It's pretty cool. It was in a video that I was watching that they were talking about not taking any days off, and when you miss things, when you do take the time off. Not that you can't get the stuff to build the heroes, it's just very time consuming. They add new heroes replacing other ones. Yes, Dark Lucifer, that's what the game's about. Yeah, the free-to-play aspect, that's why I do the free-to-play over on the test server. I also have a completely free-to-play account that I run regularly. It does exceptionally well. I'm really pleasantly surprised with how well the free-to-play aspect of this game still is. And if you really play any other games, guys, this is one of the, honestly, probably one of the most friendly free-to-play games that is out there. When I look at a lot of, games that I've tried or tested or things of that nature, this one is probably one of the most friendly free-to-play games, where if you didn't spend anything in it, you can still make it an incredible amount of progression. The big thing is heroes are a little bit slower built in the PvP aspect, but most games, again, are a lot heavier. Pay to win is kind of what we see from a lot of titles. I mean, look at things like, I'm trying to think of the game that we see. I see a ton of advertisements for a couple different games. Raid Shadow Legends. A lot of people quit because they said super heavy pay to win. That's the game they're in. That's the game that we've seen a ton of in there. Is Grez or Damon a better carry? Arlen, that would absolutely be Damon. Damon is a carry, guys. Very, very early, even mid-game, even going into all warriors, backline must be warriors. Even going into later game, guys, Damon is still used in a lot of different formations. We need warriors in the back line. Yeah, I would absolutely go for Damon first as a very, very strong carry. It's kind of crazy how strong he honestly is. I've been playing for a year and a half, hit chapter 40. Yeah, Elijah, that's what I'm talking about. Even Javid is about halfway through, I think about halfway through 40. He's completely free to play. And again, it's more about the game than it is about the aspect, short of the PvP aspect. If you're not putting a lot of money into this on the PvP side, you'll never make it anywhere. PvP as free to play is near impossible. I'm surprised there's no variation where they kept it separate or something of that nature, but it's not going to be the place that you're going to win. Honestly, it's way too expensive. Yeah, Grez only works 9 of 9. Yeah, If you know, just like what Tragic said, on my free-to-play, when we did the race account, I had Grez as a carry. Grez does not work, guys, as a carry, kind of whatsoever. It was actually pretty sad with how bad Grez is if you don't have the teams to survive. And look at that, guys. Look at the Poe coins in there. I love running the Misty Valley. I believe that's it. They are all clear, guys. Then, of course, we hop in here. We pick up our final chest, which, again, is a ton. Look at that, guys. 55 red chests. We have 3 full pulls, Stargazer cards, 2 tier 4 stones, which are awesome. Those are going right on Raku. My engraving mats are going right on Raku. Then, of course, we have another copy of Sonya right there. Incredible. Incredible the amount. Arcane Labyrinth. This is another place, guys. The Arcane Labyrinth, the Dismal Maze, gives you a ton of resources. You do get a phenomenal, look at that, 10,000 essence out of there, 41 million. And then down here, we have a couple. So we have some time emblems right here. We'll pick up 4 more, which will give us a couple more summons. And these, of course, we're still going for the power leveling. All of these, again, power leveling, guys. We are doing essence on top of essence on top of essence. And we are also power leveling the tree. So I'm going to take these as Twisted Essence. I could pick up some engraving mats. I've kind of went back and forth on this because I have been picking up a lot of essence, but that's 96 cores out of there. Again, that's a lot, guys. Cores are expensive. And here again with the essence. All right, guys, we'll pop a few stones. Surprised you don't go ham on Twisted Juice. Yes, so I do Jesus out of the guild shop. The guild shop, we buy all of it out of there every single time. That's the reason we've really gone that way. But the only thing we're leveling right now, Jesus, is the warrior tree. The warrior tree is all we have left. I know there's stats in the other ones, but the warrior tree is the one that we're kind of focused on, short of the stats that we have in there. Of course, red chest, we're focused on tier 4 stones, but we have a lot of summons. Let's see where Raku sits right now. Again, tier 4. And he is one, guys, I'm going to build out, and I'm going to build out all of him because I want a little bit more survivability. I want some of the reduction. I want him to live. We're building him out. Again, the engraving piece. Normally, you would build him. You're getting the haste out of here. You're getting the haste out of here, which is awesome. And then you're getting the attack speed and the accuracy out of here, as well as the attack, the physical pierce out of here. Now, most players will take him to a 44, which is where he is right now. Again, this is kind of survivability. This one over here, survivability, HP, physical resistance, dodge, defense. Everything else in his tree is survivability as you see it right now. That is the reason why so many players take him to 44. But if you look at the skills, guys, that adds 2 extra seconds of prioritizing crowd control heroes, which really does amplify his damage, which is the reason why a lot of players build him to plus 60. We're going to take him to plus 60. It's going to take a little bit of time to unlock all of these stars and get him built out, but I'm going to use all my engraving mats, and I'm going to use him to get to the plus 60. So we have our next hero to the plus 60. Already have him at 9 of 9 furniture. We're going to max him out. I use him all the time. He's a carry within the Wilder Tower, which is another reason why we'll build him. Raku to 60, there's a spectrum of about 6 heroes. So honestly, Lucretia being one of them, Ainz being one of them. Then when you get to Scarlet, when you get to Kren, when you get to Raku, when you get to Oden, and then when you get to Grez, honestly, those are probably the 4, 5, 6 or 7 heroes that I would really prioritize to a 60. And the reason for that, guys, is the damage factor. So it is really the damage factor that amplifies on your damage heroes. So again, heroes like Raku, heroes like Kren, heroes like Oden that are very, very strong damage will be amplified with the engraving. They're going to do a lot more damage just out of the builds that you have, which is the reason why I prioritize those. Now, Raku, most of the time, which I think the tower is locked, He is the carry. So within the World Tree, you really have two options right now when it comes to the Wilders. Raku is in one tree. That is the hero that we always see in one of the two teams essentially we use for the tree. The other one that we see is a Mishka formation, but they are the two carry. Just like when you get to the Mauler tree, we have Entendre and we have Kren. They're really the two in the two split between the towers that really amplify the damage. Lucretia, you should E80 when you're pushing mad deficit. Yes, Jesus. I don't want to push that hard. And honestly, I don't want to push that hard. Even looking at the level deficiency here, we're pretty far. I'll gain a couple more levels. I'll get a little bit closer. 120 to 150 is where I'm pretty happy with, which is pretty much where we are. But the only thing with pushing higher level deficiencies is the amount that you retry stages. Should I spend 50 diamonds every day for one time emblem? Honestly, with the time emblems, Arlen, if you're ever going to build a hero, if you're ever going to build an Awakened hero to Ascended, you have to. You're essentially, and the way that I view it, guys, is you're prepaying for your Stargazer cards. So the Stargazer cards, when they're all completely done, it is 500 diamonds per pull within the Stargazer, which means if you're buying the 500 out of here, you're pre-buying your Stargazer cards, is the way that I kind of look at it. Yes, Dark Lucifer, we got to 42. What's going on, J Sky? Yes, we finally got into chapter 42. We wanted to push out a 41 so we could get the maximized within the Misty Valley. All right, guys, so it's time for our summons. We do have quite a few scrolls here. You can see, guys, Stargazer scrolls. These are farming the towers. Like I've said before, and I will say it again, farming the towers makes a huge, huge difference, guys. Again, we went up 20 floors in the Mauler Tower. That yielded us Stargazer cards. We went up in the Lightbearer Tower. Wilder Tower, I went up 20 plus floors, which again yielded us another 10 Stargazer cards. So we have pulled a ton out of the towers. Should I go to Oden or Raku to 60? Either one would be awesome. Both Oden and Raku to 60 will do phenomenal. Oden, of course, all Negrez. Raku running a formation with some crowd control in there. How are you doing in the Scramble? 2%. Top 2%, J-Sky. Hello, Abdu. How are you? All right, guys. Summon time for the account. We have 9 Hero Stones. Boom. Let's see what we get, guys. Look at that. We got Mishka. We got Sonya. We got Anasta. Triple copies of Sophia, which we don't need. But Hodgkin, we do. Look at that. 2 of the new heroes and a copy of Mishka. Very nice. That is awesome to see. And of course, it didn't give me the unlock because I have the trial version. That's the reason why we didn't get the unlock. But we got another copy of Sonya, which means we're going to have the ability to build her up a little bit. Because now we have copies right there. I'm not sure how many more. I think we just got the 2 and then 1 down there. With the food, we're always sitting on food in every single faction, which is the way that we built it. Yeah, Sophia Central, absolutely. She was one of the very first heroes that I built, guys, within these accounts. Suck on chapter 22 a week. It's so frustrating. Honestly, Arlen, take about a week off. Do everything else. Go through, do the trials, do the Peaks of Time, do the Voyages, the King's Tower. Take about a week off from the campaign and just focus on doing everything else. All right, so we got 19 scrolls. We're already up to 400 of our companion points, which I love, guys, because we have a chance to get the Awakened heroes out of our companion points and also our regular summon scrolls. We do have a big chance to get some good heroes out of here. 4 is just more food. Nothing but food. 3,200 of our coins in there. And in here, guys, I think I'm going to save Anasta. And the reason is we're building out. If we could get lucky with Audrey, we need 3 copies of. So I'm going to go ahead and build a couple copies out of there, see what we can do. Again, nothing but food. A little bit more resources. Thane, we're still looking for as well. Unfortunately, it has been, I believe, 2 weeks since we have seen a copy of Thane. Again, no copies. We got some more resources out of here. And last pull gives us no copies of Thane. Again, guys, that is 3 weeks. 3 weeks of no copies of Thane. We do have one single card, which gives us just some more resources. So nothing. Thane has been the worst summons that I've ever seen. Even Awaken Disease was 10 times easier than what we have seen with Awaken Thane. That's bad. That's very bad. Let's hope this is going to make up for it, guys. We need 3 copies of Audrey, and she will be ascended, meaning that we can throw the furniture on her, which is what we want to do. Pull number 1, we just get a Mauler card in there. Pull number 2, just some resources. Pull number 3, and we might get shut out of everything. There we go. So we got a copy, so we need 2 more, guys. 2 more copies, which I'm hoping we get lucky. I would love to see a double pull here, because I know they're going to make us burn through all of our Stargazer cards, or all of our Diamonds and Stargazer cards. Pull number 2, 3, and our final one. If it's not a double, we're not going to get it. It is 1. So we're 1 shy, guys. We are 1 shy to get a copy of Audrey. I'm going to use all the rest of my resources in here. See if possibly, maybe we'll strike luck again in the viewer summons and pull 1 more copy. And the final pull, I'm going to save the last 600 diamonds. Nothing. So we got 2 of the 3. No copies of Thane. Again, we are absolutely shut out. I just bought my Thane copy from the heroic ship. Yes, that's pretty easy. A lot of players wonder how I have absolutely amazing luck. You can see right here, guys, firsthand, it is not always amazing luck. We do get shut down a little bit every now and then. It does happen where we don't pull the copies that we need. Even Audrey, guys, we are 1 copy shy. So we're going to wait to see that Awaken Thane. And then, of course, we do have Aziz built, but we're going to have to wait and see about getting copies of Thane. We still need 2 more to even just take him to Mythic Plus, which again has been incredibly difficult to get the copies out of here. But Ullard is already at 5 stars. We only have 2 heroes left. That is it. So Sonya will go to Legendary. We'll park her here. We need 1 more copy of Sonya. And then, of course, we got 1 copy of Anasta. So we're just going to have to build these up, guys. We're going to have to save our diamonds for next week for the Awakened Summons. You do have, usually have pretty good luck, but, yep. He's already amazing without the pulls. Yeah, does work pretty well. So levels, guys, let's see. So, boom, 576. Go ahead and level it up and look at the essence we got, guys. 577, and then we got 1 more level, 578. So we gained 3 levels today, guys. 3 more levels, which is awesome. That is absolutely phenomenal. Who is after Audrey? I've been kind of on the fence with that. I don't know. I don't know. Wukong we have at 5 stars. Flora is going to be at 5 stars. I think we need 2 more copies, and she'll be at 5 stars. After Audrey, we're just going to have to look and see who it's going to be. I kind of went back and forth. I'm kind of on the fence with it, Xena, to see who we're going to do after Audrey. And we'll also have to see what heroes are coming. We might have a couple of heroes that are coming. 19,000 of our Poke coins. 1 card on the table, guys. Hopefully we can pull out some copies here. I want to finish out Zolrath, absolutely. Hodgkin I want to finish out. We also do have Helos. We have a lot of heroes to finish out with our cards here, guys. There we go. First one gives us a copy for Baden. Dumorel, 1 star for engraving. I thought about it, Tragic. So the big thing with that is I don't have the mats. I have so many heroes before I build more real to 1 star. I don't have the mats to even get any heroes at this time any further. So I'm going to have to wait to see exactly what we're going to summon before I burn a bunch of cards to get more real, up a little bit more for the Cursed Realm, I'm going to have to see exactly what we have to do. There's another copy for Helos. Very nice right there. Another piece right there, which is for Zolrath. So we got 2 cards on the table. Very nice. We will equip what we got, and I believe that will be Zolrath. 1 more card. When can you do the Auto Battle Rift? Once you hit level 2. I believe it is level 2 will unlock the Auto Battle within the Rift. So there we go, guys. We are going to use one of these for Zolrath. As you guys know, Zolrath does incredible amount of damage. His 9 of 9 furniture just increases his damage substantially. So there we go, 9 of 9. So we can drop him out of there because he is maxed out. And I'm going to put in, see, we already have Audrey in there. We already have Thane. I'm going to put in our new Mauler. I am going to build her out again within the Mauler Tower just because we are limited with heroes. I'm going to save her, and then I'm going to save my card on the table to see if we can max out either one of these the next time. If we get some more pulls out of there, we're going to save the red card. You can max the ones you have before you go farther with the Stargazer. Yeah, honestly, maxing out the Heroes Dark Lucifer has a very minimal effect. So essentially, when you're going from like a Mythic Plus to an Ascended, you get about a 20% boost in stats. When you're going from no stars to 1 star, it's about a 2.5% increase, which is the reason why so many players are, it's better to have the heroes, and it's better to have the heroes at Ascended than it is to go ahead and just max all of these out. Like if I took Flora and summoned for her, or, you know, some of these other heroes, there's not a big reason for it. Just for the simple fact, you want the viability of having the hero at the Ascended level versus having the hero completely built out, which again, some players do. Valoris after Audrey, Xena, yes, that sounds like a good idea. She is showing up some places. I've seen her in a couple different places. Could save some resources, because remember, guys, once we get Thane up to that Ascended level, we do have to add a star on him to continue building him out. He does, again, he does phenomenal. I have been using him for actually quite a few places within AFK Arena. He's working in the tower. Even at this level, he has been working in the tower, working in the Lightbearer Tower, and actually winning stages in there, which is crazy because he's only at Mythic, but he's an awakened hero, so he has been doing pretty uses. Who is better, Walker or Oscar? Not really either. Walker being a warrior, Oscar being a ranger. Oscar even sucks with within the Abyssal Expedition. Oscar really did perform poorly in the Abyssal Expedition. So did Walker. There's really not too many places. Zekus seems to be heavy PvP. So Zekus is a hero that he is shown really well in PvP. They've used him in the Abyssal Expedition, but again, I don't see him popping up in Cursed Realm formations, which I'm a lot more concerned with the Cursed Realm, honestly, than I am with most other parts. And here again, we are maxed out on our 2 main trees. This is staying at 77 because that maxed our haste. This is staying at 47 again for the haste and the tanking tree, but we are focusing on building up this warrior tree and then keeping these 3 primary trees maxed. If they are maxed, I'm going to continue building out this support tree. So continuing with progression in here, guys. Every day, no days off, you make a lot of progression. So within the ship, I think we got some unlocks here. Pick up some Lightbearer cards. Look at that, another 300 essence for just building out Sonya. Anasau, we're going to get the same. I'm going to build those both out. Thane, with 12 days left, guys, it looks like it is going to be no avatar frame, short of just purchasing copies or buying cards, which I'm not going to do. Honestly, I'm not going to do. Awakened Thane will come in time. I'm not too worried about an avatar frame. Big thing, of course, is you can only have one at a time. What's going on, Noah? So you can only run 1 avatar frame at a time, and right now I still have Peggy. I love running Peggy's avatar frame. I love how it looks. Lyrical Exploration, guys. Again, another part of AFK Arena that has an incredible amount of loot. Just because, look at this, the coins we're getting out of here. And I think we're still waiting for the reset, if I remember correctly, out of the store. When it comes to the barracks, 4 more days. I have 112,000 hero coins. Again, everything's built out of here. I'm probably going to have to buy it out and then refresh it. So I'll actually drop my 1,000 diamonds in here to refresh it. I'm going to have to. Yes, I love progression. Every single day, I love progression. Why are you so obsessed with the Cursed Realm and the Twisted Realm? The Twisted Essence you get out of there. Not only that, Xena, is where we are at within the hellscape. We have been getting cards. So we get Stargazer cards out of here. We've also been pushing. There's been a couple times we've gotten time emblems. These cards are super expensive. They are really, really expensive to get. If I'm getting Stargazer cards out of here consistently, it is much easier to build all of the Celestials and Hypogean heroes. Same with this one. If you're looking at building out these, again, it's very important to be maximizing in here because of the Twisted Essence. The Twisted Essence, just like we know, guys, this affects every single hero you have within the Warrior class. Again, Mage class, Ranger class, whatever it may be. This affects almost all game modes from being built out. It doesn't affect one hero, just like when you're building signature items, things of that nature. It affects every single hero within that class. I mean, look, we're getting almost a 20% boost to attack rating just from having the Elder Tree built, which is awesome. What's going on, Jonas? They're getting cheaper. There's the Stargazer Temple Rift. Yes, they're getting easier to get. I agree with you, Lazarus. It has been getting a little bit easier to actually pick up cards and continue to kind of build them out. I agree. It's been getting easier. So Temple Rift, guys, I bought my 2 monthly cards. So as you guys know, a lot of people say, how much do you put into this game? For the past probably almost a year, monthly cards, I buy both monthly cards, and then I do these 2 Noble Societies. So I buy both of these, the Twisted Bounties, Champions of Esperia. That's all we bought this month. That's all we bought, I think, last month. And of course, that gives me a leg up in the Temple Rift, guys, because the temporal feedback gives me the first 3, which is a lot. You actually get a ton of your essence out of here, so allowing me to maximize or level up my beacon straight from the start. So remember, we go with tank, we go with mage, and we go with support are the 3 that we are focused on here. I'm going to build them up as far as I can. Level 5, and I think level 5. There we go. So based on our levels, guys, that's where we are going to stop. Now, the Temple Rift, I'm going to show you the 2 teams that I'm running in here right now. And I got them kind of built out, which I don't like. It doesn't let you like put the team in here. So you built Scarlet and Grez to 61 engraving. Scarlet I did. Grez I did as well. Yes, Xena, I built both of those out for that. Specifically for that. So in here, guys, first team is going to be, we're going to go, of course, with the Eins comp within here. And I got to look at my little cheat sheet that I built over here. So we're going with Arthur. We're going with Albedo, of course, because they go hand in hand. Albedo, so there's our 2 tanks. We have Eins in here for damage. Then we're going to do 2 support heroes. So we're going with Merlin. And I'm also going with my boy right here, Mortis. That is going to be the first team that we're going to auto run. Second team, kind of an unusual team. So it's going with Aziz, of course, energy battery, and also mitigation support. I'm running Scarlet in here. We are running the twins for the super cycle. Then we need support, guys. So I am running Rowan in here. And this is a team that a lot of guildies used. Not sure if it's going to be effective in here, as effective. And then Lucius. So looking here, guys, your primary damage, we have Eins and we do have Scarlet in here. They are the 2 big primary damage in here. We have 2 tanks right here. We have Aziz tanking. We also have Rowan and we have Lucius. Both of these are very solid support, even though Lucius is not support. The shielding aspect that he carries and also the really big healing aspect that he carries works incredibly well. So starting off again, this is the team that we are going to be running. So running Arthur with Albedo. Of course, the aura is going to be back between these 2. we're running Merlin down in the bottom, so we have the bonus or the boost right here onto Mortis. And again, we're going to run these. Would you date Cardi B? Probably not. I probably pass on Cardi B, but that's a pretty funny question. I need to build my Mortis. He is at Elite Plus, but I need other heroes before him. Jonas, that's kind of the problem, is when you get to a lot of heroes, a lot of players say, does Mortis need to be built? Honestly, similar to the twins, similar to what I've said before, there's no reason to build him out if he's not dying. When you get to the point, Jonas, that he is actually dying out, that is the point you have to build him, and you will continue to build him until you actually get to the point of him living. Always go, guys, path of least resistance in here. So if you go to the twins, if you get a resurrection, anything that you get, resurrect 1 and restores health, energy, and health. Right now, I'm just going to do energy. But that is right here. We have the Grievous Realm. We have the Exploration. Exploration is the easiest. Go through here. Who is the best support? I still like going with Rowan. I think Rowan, Merlin and Rowan are two very, very good support. Silas does incredibly well. Silas is a hero you do have to have built, meaning signature item and furniture to really do exceptionally well. But all of those heroes do well. They do really, really well as the support class. My team is Damon, Mythic Mishka, Mythic Ainz, Mythic Baba Yaga, Mythic Namor. Yeah, Arlen, that'll work. And if you're limited in heroes, it's really dependent on the heroes you got. So that's the reason, so many players ask me, what's the perfect PvP formation? What's the perfect Cursed Realm formation? It's hard because if you have every hero built, super easy. Absolutely easy to do when you look at if you have all the heroes built. If you're missing a couple of heroes, becomes a lot more difficult. It does become a Grievous Realm. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice in here. Mortis is now 309 E30. Poor little guy dies hard, still dies hard. Yeah, Lazarus is very, very far into the end game. Yeah, the thing, both my twins and Mortis die easily. That's why I need to build them. Yes, that's exactly it, Jonas. And that is the time why you build them out. That is when you build them out, and why you build them out is when you get to that point. Why Rowan only 6 of 9 furniture? Rowan, honestly, toxic. Rowan doesn't need furniture. Rowan will perform exceptionally well without furniture. There's not a huge need or not a really huge reason to put Rowan with furniture. I built him really, really early with furniture. The 3 of 9 for Rowan does work well. Now with that being said, he's probably 20 heroes down when it comes to building out the furniture, if not more. 20, 25 heroes down to even building out, or even a reason to build out the furniture. But he is a hero that, again, the furniture does pretty well. What do you think about Lucretia God Comp in this mode? So Lucretia, I don't see in any of the comps. I don't see Lucretia in any of the teams. Even the players that were pushing, end game within here, meaning floors, 1,000 plus. I don't see Lucretia in any of the formations. I don't see her in anything in here. I don't see her present, which kind of stinks because I know, she's a hero that relies on other heroes dying, but this is the game mode you don't want your heroes to die. If your heroes in here die, you're going to have to start resetting this, and you're going to reset it over and over and over with the rewinds to continue progression. What's going on, Silent Killer? Thank you for joining us. All right, so here it is, guys. The start of the loot. We get Stargazer cards out of here. We get all of these elite stones, guys. We get time emblems out of here. This is the reason why we push this, and we push this like we do. When you're stuck in the campaign, and I mean, even being on chapter, 42 at this point, it's going to take a while. It's going to take levels to get through here. Absolutely, guys, this is a place to push to get loot. you will get an incredible amount of loot when you're going through here. And of course, the earlier that you make progression, so if you're watching the stream when you're done, or if you're on now, whatever it may be, start pushing through here now. The faster you make levels, the faster you get more AFK rewards, which means the faster progression you are going to make in here. What's going on, Andre? Thank you for joining us. All right, guys, we're about 45 minutes in. We're going to do a considerable amount of progression through here. If you're new, have you played Figure Fantasy? No, I haven't played Figure Fantasy. But if you're not subbed to the channel, guys, we haven't had any subs tonight. Usually we get about 5 to 10. We're at 25,400 plus already. So channel is absolutely growing crazy, crazy fast. I'm super impressed with all the love and support. And there we go, guys, starting to get our level 2s right here, which is awesome. Again, just continuing through here. I want to get to the auto battle feature so we can let this run, which again should be the priority. You want to push this to the point of getting the auto battle feature unlocked. And then, like I said earlier, run this once a day. You know what? Hop in, drop your teams in, run this at least once a day. You're going to make a considerable amount of progression in here on a regular basis, which is exactly what you want to do. Of course, with the early badges. So you're looking for badges that are increasing the attack rating because of the stats that they have. When you start getting further in here, there's a point you're going to want to really focus on what you're getting versus the stats you're picking up. But up to probably about floor 100, I would just go ahead and pick up whatever badges are going to increase your stats the highest, because it's going to make a big difference. And focusing on those damage healers, or those damage heroes like Ainz, stacking him with stats and then putting the beacons behind him just amplifies the damage that he puts out. It's kind of crazy, the damage that he puts out. Last time Lucretia God Comp was a pretty good team with Helos. Seems to drop out and been replaced with Scarlet. Yeah, and the big thing is, if you're building out the Lucretia team, so if you're going that way, you had to go Ranger. That's kind of the problem, Iksu, is you would have to build out the Ranger beacon because of Lucretia. I don't know how many other Rangers you're running in there, but essentially you would have to absolutely start running or build that beacon out, which is going to take away from a lot of other beacons because you're running Lucretia in there. Who do I go, Frampton or Moreel? So Silent, Moreel is used within the Twisted Realm. Frampton is used within a couple of the Cursed Realm formations. Frampton is also utilized in the tower, the Hypogean Tower, but Moreel is used within the Celestial Tower. So it's kind of a give or take, and it would honestly really depend on what heroes you're lacking in a tower. I mean, honestly, that's what I would take into account. Which tower is much lower than another one. And then once you do kind of figure that out, you can build out the one that you need to make tower progression, because both of them are used. They are both used in different avenues of AFK Arena, Silent, but they are both used. Once everyone is badge level 7, you can start focusing on, there you go. So once you hit level 7 badges, you can start focusing on to exactly what you need. And again, replacing level 3 by level 3. Usually I don't, but when you look at the stats that they build, but again, we're going 1 to 2, we're going 1 to 3. That's going to be the biggest stat bonus, especially if I do have to use that secondary team. We will still use them on there. Well, after 300 floors, yes. And that, Jonas, that has been the place where everybody has been getting stuck. That is honestly the point. Floor 300 is where everyone has absolutely no joke that has just hit a wall. And that is the stopping point, is the floor 300, which here, guys, I want to push 600 floors this time. Big reason is the loot. The loot is the absolute biggest reason to push in here, guys. And as you're making progression, as you're leveling up beacons, things of that nature, it will get easier over the next 90 days. And you also want to make sure that you're pushing in here because of the boss fights that are coming. Looking at them in the test realm, there's a lot of loot to be had out of those boss fights, which is the reason why we really want to build them out much, much further. Yo, your build is busted in OP. That should be cheating. Oh, could be considered cheating. This is a comp that everybody has run. So essentially, it just relies on Ainz doing an incredible amount of damage. And of course, Mort is buffing if he does. And he always buffs Ainz. So you're just supercharging the hero that's doing all the damage in your formation. Lucretia comp is actually your second comp, but with Lucretia instead of Scarlet. Lucius swap with Helos. Yeah, we could swap a couple around in here. And I've thought about it. I've considered it. We're going to get to a point where it's going to be a lot more focused on the badges that we have, and it's going to be a lot more focused on kind of the heroes that we have within these formations. I know we're not there yet, but again, this is why we want to farm early. Who is better, Scarlet or Belinda? Scarlet, absolutely, Arlen. Scarlet is one of the biggest heroes to really prioritize and build. Scarlet does incredibly well in a lot of different game modes. Last Temple Rift, I was stuck at 300. Yes, Jonas, exactly. 300 was the wall. I am just new, chapter 15 mid now. Thanks for all the videos. Very helpful. Oh, thank you. Elbez? My pronunciation's horrible, as everyone knows. DW, I was stuck too. Yeah, there's a lot of places in here, guys, that you get stuck. This is a game, though. Don't get frustrated when you're going through here. I take it with a grain of salt. If I'm stuck at a stage for an incredible amount of time, it is what it is. Even on the faction accounts, I'm like, it is what it is, honestly. Lacking on the Hypogen Tower and the second team. Yep, Silent Killer, and that is 100% second team, you shouldn't be slacking. Because Lucretia runs on one team, and then usually the Charmazard is the other one Silent Killer, so I'm not sure if you have a build of both those heroes. See right here, guys, level 3 badges, all going to be a downgrade. We can hit our reset, see if we can get some of the upgrades here. There we go, from 1 to 3 for Albedo. Albedo would keep alive a little bit more. And even the same stages have a crazy power difference in there. I like using Celerity to Twisted Realm 150, partially because built Ascended Thane. Yes, Ascended Thane is broken in a lot of different game modes. I feel like Rift was easier before this update. J-Sky, I do not at all. Honestly, I do not feel... I feel like this game mode is entirely easier. Even as, again, I ran it on my free-to-play account. A lot easier to go through. I feel like it was really... I really feel like it was a lot easier to go through this time. Do you like the idea of using Oku in the Temple Rift? I thought about it, Geeky. I haven't used him yet. I believe some players did. I'm waiting to see the guildies and kind of where they go with the heroes. If, Oku is one that we need, and Oku is being used in a bunch of different places, absolutely, I will build up Oku. I will throw him in here. I don't think we have any furniture for him, but I think we have him ascended already. Yeah, I hate fighting Thorin. It's like a bunch of the messages are gone. That's okay. J-Sky, it might be because your Temple Rift buffs are upgraded since we reset. Could be, if you haven't. Yes, that's what I feel, Lazarus, is it seems a lot easier. Even going through here now, it seems a lot easier. And of course with the auto battle. The auto battle seems just absolutely crazy good going through here. Ascended Thane's test hero simply destroyed 40 floors. Yes, Andre, absolutely. When you got Thane built, he crushed everything. Did I hear Vulcan talking on the AFK arena official YouTube channel earlier today talking about Lorzen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything from Vulcan. I didn't see any posts or anything. I've been gone all day though. So, I mean, he definitely could have put something up there, posted something. I haven't had an opportunity to see anything as of yet of what's going on. I was super excited to come home and stream. Thought I was going to miss it today again, just being so busy with everything. Is there any way to avoid two vexing realms at the same floor? No, there's not. I believe, Augusto, there is something that turns the vexing floor into something else, if I remember. Which that's what Thorin does, guys. Look at that right there. That is why people hate Thorin, and that's why people hate running into Thorin. Because of the buff he's getting in two difficult floors. Let's see if we can get this one down. A little bit of a heal. Boom. I got the ult right there. Should be able to get this one down. There we go. Good. Vulcan tends to do a lot of hero overviews. I think he does. Oh, if you're talking about the hero overviews, yes. I believe he's voiced over the overviews or done a lot of overviews for the official AFK arena. I didn't know that's exactly what you meant. Yeah, but he's, I believe he's done those for years now. I believe he has done those for years. If you look back in some of the other ones, I think he's been kind of the voiceover of the official heroes for a while. But if you have seen a handful of copycat games, yes, games are easy to copy, guys. Very, very easy. Yeah, Dark Lucifer, that's exactly it. That is the reason why I hate Thorin as well. He can just kill the one hero. When you're running the one damage hero through here, he is the one that kills the one damage hero. So does furniture and signature item play a part in Rift success as well? I believe it does. I don't think there's artifacts, but I think the furniture and the signature items do. I believe they are both taken into the equation. Yes, just like what Limesea said there. Yes, they are taken into the equation. So if you have heroes built out like I do, it is going to make a difference in how well you perform in the Rift because of the build of the heroes themselves. And again, we're getting up to those level 7 badges. Almost 40 floors already, guys. Just seems a lot easier. Scarlet is better than Ainz. Fight me. Oh, Juno, man, that is right. He's looking for a fight for Scarlet versus Ainz. That's what I said, the hero. Yeah, yep, he's done that for a while. Read my comment before. What'd you say, Xena? Who to engrave after Lucy and Ainz? I finished them. I have 13,500 extra. Who should I build to 60? Honestly, I would go with Oden or Raku, Xena. Just because they're two of the primary carries. Both Oden and Raku are used in meta formations. They're used in a lot of different game modes. Both of them, I mean, one's used in the Graveborn Tower, one's used in the Wilder Tower. Both of them are used. Both of them, either one of them would be a very solid build, Xena, because of how much they're used. They're both used in meta comps. They're both damage heroes. They're both high priorities to build. I don't like fighting Mizoth either. I don't know if it's just me, but Mizoth is another one, the big meatball. I don't like fighting him either. He's pretty tough to deal with. He is pretty tough to deal with. What's going on, Trackman? Late to the party, but arrived. I think Anasai will do well in the Rift. I thought about it, but then you'd have to build out the warrior tree. Gaming Sage, that's the big thing, is right now we are not building out that tree at all. You're going to have to build that tree if you're going to run the heroes like Lucretia, or if you're going to build out the warrior tree. Splitting the temporal beacons in here are really tough. It is really, really tough. Scarlet to be Anasina. Oh, never mind. Don't listen to me. I was wrong. Ainz isn't that scary. No. honestly, when it comes to the PvP aspect, Ainz isn't crazy strong anymore. Even if you look, a lot of players that are more towards endgame, a lot of players don't run Ainz. I've seen a lot of players where Ainz is just not in the formations anymore, which sucks because so many people have him built. But again, a lot of players are not running him. So random, and I like they do the energy or the reset of the heroes here. We'll go with some energy, and there we go. Another floor again, very nice. No fallen heroes at this time. Double realm of survival, grievous realm we got though. What's going on, Juno? This J tag me in because I agree. Ainz is better. Oh, there we go. We're still fighting about Ainz, but look at the loot, guys. Boom. Got some more stones, got some tier 2 stones. Also got some chests in here, which is awesome because we get some more twisted essence. 40 floors in already. Where are we at? Oh, almost to level 2. We're almost to level 2, and then we can auto this bad boy and see where we can get to, guys. And if we hit level 2, we can actually go ahead and build up. There's level 5 relics right there. We can build up our tree a little bit higher, or the beacons a little bit higher, which I want to see. Push, fast push to level, up to level 2 in here. Again, the floors are starting to get difficult. We're going to need some more beacon levels in here. Again, down to nothing. That's okay. We've done it a couple times before. Level 2. There it is, guys. Happy for that progression. I don't use him unless it's in LCT. Kind of relief. Yeah. Get a long stay. There we go, guys. We got all of our new. Unlock the auto battle feature. That is what we wanted to see. Absolutely. Auto battle feature. But then we can look in here, guys. These two are pretty good. So these are two new ones, or they're, I think, a little bit different. Excessive health and energy that is recovered during floor is due. It's turned into a shield. There's only one level. And then Undying Afterglow. During the Phoenix Afterglow, when the number of heroes that can be resurrected is greater than the number of deceased heroes, excess number will continue in challenges. You can carry these forward, guys, which is a very cool aspect as well. And then, of course, right in here, we have Wilders, we have Graveborns. We are running them. And then Fearsome Alliance, of course, is Lightbearers and Maulers. Running a couple of those. I want to save these until we do get a little bit higher and we can unlock the one for the dimensional heroes. So tanks, we're going to focus on building up. Again, mage. We're just going to go back and forth, guys. Here we go. Support. Take all of these to 10. Of course, because of our little purchases, we did get a little bit of a bonus in here. And then, of course, the second team, we're not running the Graveborn here, the Graveborn Wilders in here. So we have Lightbearer, Lightbearer, Lightbearer. I believe I'm going to go put one into our Lightbearer. So Wilders and Graveborns we don't have, but here we go. Lightbearers and Maulers. I'm going to put one in here just because the ultimate skill damage by 6%. We'll put one in there for now. We can reset it later. But now that means within the Rift, that's right, guys. Within here, we have the auto battle feature. Stop when a hero dies. There we go. Now we can let it go. Yes, main trees are the most important. Just like what Limesty said, that is the most important part of there. Unlimited rewind. Yes, unlimited rewind. So this will stop when someone dies. We'll just continue to go through floors and see where we kind of end up. I like that it stops and you can rewind it and then continue. So if you do want to actively go through here, you can. I'm going to let it run until I lose a battle. Then tomorrow I'll just reset it. I'll run it through again and continue. Rinse and repeat through the entire next 90-day process. Floor is due. So since we have it maxed, that's going to give us that shield going into the next battle for the Realm of Decimation, guys. And of course, there is the boss. Love the boss in here. Easy victory, though. And of course, gave us a Curse Relic. It looked like it went to Rowan right there. Auto Battle is going to choose what you need. I'm glad he's not top priority anymore, so players don't have to focus on trying to get him to progress. J-Sky, honestly, if you're talking about Ainz still does work incredibly well. Ainz can, the big thing with Ainz, guys, is when it comes to like the peaks of time, when it comes to a lot of different game modes, Ainz is easy mode. I can put Ainz early game up front as a tank, and he will literally run through everything without dying, which is kind of crazy because, again, he's the tank. Still does work and still does work incredibly well. You can see, guys, we're already another, what, 10 floors? 9 floors, 10 floors through this, guys. We should be able to, within the next day or two, probably hit at least floor 100 is what I'm thinking. As we continue to stack our badges on here, as we continue to level up those beacons, should be pretty easy to get through here. And the auto battle, does it take the best relics possible? I don't think it takes the best relics. I think it takes the relics that offer the highest stats. I think that's how it is. Not 100% sure on how or what determines the relic selections, but I think that is what it is. I would like to see them continuously update the beacon every 90 days so it feels more like a season. Yes, I think they might do that. I know they've made a lot of changes from the last time we did the beacon to this time, with, of course, the biggest thing in the world being this auto battler. Incredible. So this, there we go, 50 health, but another floor. So that takes us 60 floors in. I'm at 100. That's where I got to. On the free-to-play account, I got to 100. I think here having a little bit more of the beacons is going to go a little bit faster because, again, we bought our 2 monthly cards today. I like buying them when the beacon is up. That way you do get the bonuses in there. Makes a big difference. Honestly, it does make a big difference for the ability to carry. It looked like it took the difficult path in here. That's okay. Still got through it. Got a new badge right there for Lucius. And, of course, the Phoenix. No fallen hero, so that just banks the ability to resurrect a hero, which is what we want. It's very, very cool to see. 150, still only 2 teams. I don't want to do partial teams, so I'm waiting. Yeah, some people are waiting and buying their time in there. Again, the farther that you can push this, guys, the better you're going to do. I can't stress it enough, honestly. The earlier and the farther that you push this, when you get days, weeks, even, it's a 90-day time, when you get months down the road, it's going to make a difference because you're getting the resources earlier, allowing you to make progression much faster, which is the reason why it is going to make this just that much easier to get through, guys. Love how we get so many events with free stuff. It's not much, but it adds up. Yes, absolutely, Alfredos. It adds up a ton. I just think, like, when we started AFK Arena, even a year ago, a year and a half ago, whatever it may be, it seems like since we have an incredible amount of heroes, they give us a lot more loot. We now have the Twisted Realm, we have the Cursed Realm. Didn't have those before. We have the Misty Valley, we have the Scramble, we have the Temple Rift. There are so many avenues in AFK Arena that we're getting kind of loot on top of loot, on top of progression, on top of loot. It does make it a lot easier, or it feels like it makes it a lot easier, even though they come out with heroes on a regular clockwork basis. It seems like that I'm getting a lot of the resources to build them much faster. Even getting, the Stargazer cards, getting the time emblems, getting them in a regular continuum. Even some of my free-to-play accounts have, Taylene ascended to 1 star, the Awakened Taylene, making a lot of progression. Hey, boy, have you tried the test server yet? There's a new event there. No, I have not, Mike. I'm going to have to hop over. Again, I just got in. We were out all day long. I'm going to have to go over, check the event. We can pop the video up on there. Haven't been over to the test server yet. We could go check it out. Let me know. Drop in the chat. We can hop over to the test server. I can actually switch this up. Because, again, we're 34 floors in, guys. We have all blue relics at this point. Loving it. Loving the progression. I'm ready to see the new hero, Queen Karen. Yes. You and me both. You and me both. I would love to see the new I'm assuming Graveborn. Lore says Graveborn. Timing says Graveborn. A lot of people said it's going to be an Awakened hero next, but Dolly has said, oh, so let's turn this off, guys. Just hit level 3, which means, right, we'll get some stronger tanks, stronger mages, and then we'll go back to doing the exact same with our progression in here, guys. And again, the Ranger tree, the Warrior tree, we are not going to look at. They're going to be where we're going to save them. Yes to the switch. Let me see. So you'll see blue stacks. I think I might have it up. Nope, I don't. This is the test server. So over on BlueStacks, it looks a little different, but we can swap over and see what the event looks like before we're done. Usually we run about an hour. We're a little bit over right now, but we'll see what the event looks like. Because I love seeing the new stuff. It's very cool. So there is Anastas. So the new event, what do we got, guys? The Celestial Isles. Very, very cool. Is this going to be another pull event? Yes, it is. The key event, the pull event. This gives you an incredible amount of loot. We've done this a ton of times before. So floor 1 through 9 will give you specific loot. Floor 10 is always the good loot. So you see our Stargazer cards, engraving mats in there. I don't see time emblems. They gave us Stargazer cards, but we did not get time emblems. So essentially, guys, you get keys, and then every time you pick 3 things of loot. Once you get 1 piece of loot, you can actually move to the next one. Looking at our loot, it looks similar as last time. Red chests, of course, are a biggest priority. Twisted Essence I put in here, and then I go for the power leveling. Those would be my 3 choices. Poe coins you could put in here depending on how many pieces of furniture you have, but those are the 3 that I would prioritize. Within the exchange store, let's see what we got here, guys. So Celestial Offering, we got tier 4 stones, which I like to see. We do have a chest, and look at that. Out of here, guys, of course, Ulna, Mahira, absolute priority. Titus would not choose at all. Frampton, kind of a priority much further down. And all of these heroes I wouldn't get at all. Those would be the primary ones here. Key acquisition, let's see if it's just going to be dailies, which it looks like that is the case, guys. So just like we've seen before, it is going to be the dailies, or if you want to purchase. If you want to purchase them, purchasing is always an option, unless like this, you're completely free to play, which I am free to play over on the test server. We don't put anything into it, but the daily deals do yield keys. Visiting merchants do yield keys as well. So you can buy more pulls in there, which is very cool. I gotta go to school. See you later, Arlen. Have a good day. A new heroes means additional 60 purple stones. I don't care what the hero looks like. I only care about the purple stones. Yes, this is one of the coolest events, guys. This is one of the most treasure-heavy events that we see within AFK Arena, and it is one of the big RNG events. The flip events are very cool. We've actually seen these going back probably about 2 years. So this is a very, very cool event to see in here. But again, we have Stargazer cards, no time emblems. Little disappointed on not getting the time emblems or not being able to get the time emblems. But it looks like you're going to pull the resource. So you're going to get this ancient rune stone out of here until you pull your treasure. Once you pull your treasure, you can progress to the next floor. So again, there is going to be a big RNG aspect to this event, which is cool. And then, of course, you're getting free heroes, guys. With the RNG, you'll probably get more than enough to pull at least one of these heroes. On a normal event, you'll get 1 Celestial or Hypogen, and then possibly a couple of your shards or a couple of your red chests are really all that you get. What are the orange stones next to your diamonds? Those are the event item. This is the actual event item. So you'll get the keys to do the flips. When you do the flips, you'll get the ancient stones. Not sure. Oh, these are the dragon crystals. So I think that's what you're talking about, J-Sky. It is right here, the dragon crystals. These are from the Abyssal Expedition. Even over on the test server, I do run the hunting fields. I do run the Abyssal Expedition over here. Works incredibly well. That's what they are. What's going on? I'm too spooky. These are the dragon crystals that you can actually use when the AE is up within the trading hub. So you can actually buy items out of here. I just kind of save those, but you can bid on items when the Abyssal Expedition is up. Yep, it'll be next week. Nope, this is on the test server, Jonas. That's why it's FHG test. This will be up usually about 5 days. That's what we usually see with these events. You see them come up usually in about 5 days. You'll see this up on the global servers, and then you'll be able to play it. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today's live stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Got to check out a little bit of the test server. Also got an incredible amount of floors within here, guys. I am going to continue progressing and pushing through here. I want to try to hit floor 100 is my goal as of today on the main servers. That way, again, I can start making progression even within the Temporal Rift. We just hit level 3, which is awesome because that means in level 3, we are getting more of our AFK rewards right here. We're up to 210 a day, which is what you want to do, guys. The levels go to 50. So this does go to 50. I don't think it goes to any higher. Nope, current level 3 of 50. You want to get these daily, so go into the Temporal Rift right now. Push the Temporal Rift and make a lot of progression in there, guys. So, all right, so that'll do it for the stream for today, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Making a ton of progression in there in the Rift. That is, again, going to be the focus. I want the loot that is out of here, and there is an incredible amount of it, guys. Even looking at the floors, so there's 50, there's 60, there's 70, there's 80. Look at the loot, guys. That's a ton. That is an absolute ton of loot out of there. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn this auto battle on. I'm just going to let it run. So again, guys, that'll do it for tonight's live stream. Thank you guys for joining me. I know it was kind of an off time, but I like doing the later live streams every now and then. And unfortunately, with everything going on today, didn't have much choice. So again, guys, that'll do it. Have a good night. Be safe. And as always, thank you guys for watching.